their own hands.
Okay,
Going to town.
so I'm sorry to move on to another subject, but now that we're all here, okay, can I have your attention? The last item on the agenda, and we can always go back through something, but the last one, maybe the most important, which is peace and safety. Occupy is a non-violent movement. If you're with the Vigil, you're demonstrating either with Occupy or in solidarity with people who are beginning and maintaining this demonstration, have the funding come in through the Occupy website, have the support and the outreach going through the Occupy website. Therefore, you are agreeing to non-violence. I wouldn't call every demonstration we do, quote, peaceful. Peaceful protest to me is something some people could say and other people would say no. But non-violent is absolutely. That includes how we defend ourselves in situations, how we deal with other people being harmed. It's all together, whatever we do. So it's an ongoing conversation. But if you have any problems, who was here when I lost it? Like really, seriously, couldn't do it. Had to take a vacation. Okay, I didn't swing at anybody. I was just a bitch. I didn't mean to be. My heart was in the right place. I kind of got stuck here for a while. There wasn't anybody holding it at that moment. People were trying, but it wasn't getting together. Everybody here has probably had a situation or two where they have had to stay a little longer for the sake of keeping it together in an activity, especially the Vigil, than they really could. And so we forgive them for when it's too much of a strain, because it was a necessity and nobody else could step up. But we try to avoid that by having more support and by telling other people when we've had it, or for telling somebody, hey, you're fried, you have to take a vacation. But if you have to threaten somebody with assault, if you have to assault, you're not in the right place. Now, that doesn't mean that you don't have friends around who are going to not help you. But this is an Occupy Portland demonstration. I have seen violence here. I'm done. I'm going to tell somebody, I'm sorry, this is an Occupy Portland demonstration. You are being the aggressor in this argument. You're escalating a situation. You've threatened violence or you've been violent. You cannot do that at this demonstration. Otherwise, taking my camera, we're taken down off the website, we're taking our support away, because we have to agree to that. I'm saying if we all had a consensus that we wanted to be violent, we would no longer be with Occupy in this demonstration. But our consensus is that we are nonviolent. So when somebody has this problem, we're going to compassionately assist them in dealing with anger. I think we were really successful. I think we've done better here than Occupy has done anywhere else, personally. Even though we've had more problems because we have a tougher situation, I think in some ways, because it's miserable and we have so many newbies, I think we've done an amazing job. So that's all I had to say. So who would like to comment on that issue?
Well, it's just good to hear that every now and then, because I was thinking maybe the smallest conflicts lead to the largest. Lead to those big wars we seem to need every so often.
Totally.
Just the littlest stuff that we just can't take care of.
There's something that is a special sensitivity, I think. I'm not homeless. This is my community. I have more friends who are homeless than I have who are not now. It's an amazing time for me in my life. So I have friends who are in danger of dying. I've never had that before. And I'm involved in a civil rights movement with fighters, and I'm proud of that. But there's a special situation, which is being spit on, having things thrown at you, having people yell, "Get a job." This is a pride sinkhole. And the system is making people stay down. Homelessness can be a temporary situation where, hey, I don't have rent. As long as I can be safe and take good care of myself, I can actually save some money and get back up. And why isn't that happening? Because it's becoming institutionalized, where people are making it stay forever by using cops to solve homelessness, by out of sight, out of mind, beat you up, get out.
Yeah, right. The 1%, I believe the 1% has made it homelessness a disease to them. Yeah. They made it a disease, and they have it out for the disease, and they want to extinguish the disease any way, shape, or form they can. And it's our job to peacefully demonstrate and show our intelligence and show what we're really about. It's not violence. We got violence. It's about peaceful demonstration and getting the piece of the pie that we were supposed to get from the gate. Give them a chance to come up with dignity.
Okay, so this is an education outreach, and it's an opportunity of the heart. And there's a lot of ignorant, heartless people right now. And it's a societal thing, so they're getting enforcement, positive enforcement. But Charles pointed something out to me that's really pretty beautiful. The LA Times article. What do you think the reaction was on the blog to the news? That homeless people could leave their stuff and not be harassed. What do you think the reaction on the blog was? I've read plenty of blogs.
About time, maybe?
Were they happy about this decision? Yes, they were. Now, if this had been in the Oregonian reprint, I'm pretty sure, I'm looking for the blog. It's ugly out there. But in the LA Times, people knew what the situation was, and they care a whole lot. They're very supportive of this decision. So they were educated. So I'm going to print those comments out. Thank you, Charles, who may be watching actually from the office. He was going to. So that's an amazing thing. But we do have this dilemma that we are, as a community, under a pride strain 24/7 that results in violence. And also having to defend yourself, keeping one eye open, that you might be raped or killed or all your stuff stolen. Police might kick you awake and you don't know if that person's going to rob you or who they are, and then they take you off to jail if you backtalk or anything, okay, in your sleep practically. So everybody is already set up to be violent, and the fact that people rise above is something that a lot of housed people could not do. You can't be kicked in the teeth over and over and over again and not wear down your skills. So extra compassion in our sense for people who are prone to violence has to be here. And I don't see any other way but to be kind to people and look at it as a deficit or a struggle, but we can't tolerate it either. I mean, we can't allow it to continue. So, anyway.
Great.
I'm tired of it. I'm tired of this place sometimes. I love it though. I don't know. I love it. So, coffee, we have coffee.